Salvete discipuli. This is an overview of chapter 3 in your book. And it starts out with the second declension, masculine, US, ER, and IR nouns, the genitive case, the vocative case, and prepositional phrases. Let me move down here. Here is the reading that you did about the two brothers, and most of you did very well on this. If you're interested in seeing a regular translation, what the book would consider its own translation, go to the modules where I have, right at the top of the module list, where I have all of the book pages scanned and everything, and you will see a translation into English of this, and then you can compare what you did. All right? Okay, and here it is, the finished part of it there. Here's the vocabulary that goes with this reading. Okay, and here are up at the top here are the comprehension questions, which you did as an assignment. Okay, we'll go down here. And these language fact sections introduce grammar and forms. And it talks about that my summer cold is continuing here, so I'll be living on cough drops. In chapter 1, you learn the first declension with the long vowel A in the ablative singular. And then now we're going to go into the second declension. Most nouns end in US in the nominative singular and I in the genitive singular of the second declension. And most nouns are masculine, and we won't worry about the exceptions right now. And here's a chart of the declension itself, the second declension. And these are all masculine nouns. US, amicus, amici, amico, amicum, amico. All the 5 cases there. Cases are functions of the word in the sentence. Nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative. And here's the plural over here. Amici, amicoro, amicis, amicos, and amicis. Okay? And they look identical in the genitive singular and the genitive plural, but the context of the sentence will separate those two for you. Now, well, let me just review these cases. Nominative is the case of the subject. Genitive is possession of something. Dative is when you give, tell, show something to somebody. Accusative is a direct object or the object of a preposition that takes the accusative. Same with the ablative, the object of a preposition that takes the ablative. Okay, let's come down here. Here's some of the exercises we did. I think we did exercise 1. Here's a vocabulary to learn. You need to make flashcards or even digital flashcards, if not paper ones. And there's also a program called Quizlet, Quizlet, which you can make up to go along with that. Or you can make up your own hangman. The thing is, you do need to memorize vocabulary, and they give it here by parts of speech, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, and prepositions. When you're making your flashcards, for nouns, give the nominative, genitive, and gender. Ager, agri, masculine. For the verbs, give the principal parts on the Latin side, timeo, timere, timui. For prepositions, give the Latin word plus the case they put their object in, ablative or accusative. It could be either one. Okay, let's move on down here. Here's another exercise here. Some of these exercises we do and some we don't, depending on the pacing of the course. And I'm getting students who are doing exercises they don't have to do. Now, you can do them for your own sake, but you don't have to get a grade on them if they're not mentioned in the weekly agenda. So always check those announcements for the weekly agenda to see what tests and quizzes that you need to take, and they'll be taken out of the book here. Here's language fact 2, second declension, ER and IR nouns. They have the same endings as the US noun. They just end differently in the nominative, and their stem is a little bit differently. Ager, agri, AGR is the stem here. Excuse me. not AGE. We will keep coming down here. And here's an ER now, and it probably used to be pueris back in the day, but now it's puer. And it has the same endings again as amicus, the US noun. Okay, and here's the complete declension. Here's the a word that ends in IR, weir, the man, weary, wiro, wirum, wiro, weary, wirorum, viris, viros, viris. Okay, keep coming down here. The V is pronounced as a W, and here they put it in one big chart, which is very convenient here. Here's the genitive case, ending in I. Genitive is used for possession. Here's more exercises. They never run out of exercises, do they? And here they talk about the genitive case. In English, if it ends in apostrophe S or the word of is used, it's genitive. It is genitive. It's that simple. And there's singular and there's plural. And here's the first and second declension. Genitive cases here. Puelli. Well, this is nominative in this case here. Not genitive. Okay. And then it talks about the word or the prepositional phrases here. In agris, cum amico, in via, in clivo, in casa. They're all prepositional phrases. We have this in English. But the object of the preposition has a special ending in Latin. It either ends in the accusative or in the ablative. All of these end in ablative because of the preposition in. Okay. And we come down here. We have more exercises. And there's a talking and classroom kind of thing. You can read those on your own. And here's a review. Here's your vocabulary that you should know in the first 3 chapters. And they do it by parts of speech, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions. And it keeps going on. And then they have a bunch of exercises here, which you can do. We're going to skip these because we have to move on to chapter 4. You get stuck too long, you never finish it. I think we skipped the vocative up here. Let me just check and see. Okay, we may have run out of a thing here. This is exercise 6. Okay, it's coming back in again here. And I'm just going to check if the vocative case was mentioned here. And I skipped it. Let's see here. Here's Filius. If a word ends in IUS, excuse me, and you call that person by name, the US drops off. And you just say Fili in this case here. Yes, here's the vocative case. If you call someone by name and the name ends in US, it changes to E. Amicus, amicae. If it ends in IUS, you drop the US. Otherwise, it's the same as the nominative. So when you call someone by name, here it is here, mi fili, and it ends in IUS, you just drop the US. If it ends in US, then the US changes to E. Bone here. My good fellow, mi bone vir. These are called the vocative case. So this is very simple to recognize, and of course it's in italics, or not italics, in quotation marks up here. Never fail to email me or drop me a note within the course there in the inbox. If you have any questions about anything, do not be shy. I check my email every day, weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. And I feel very needed when students call me for information. Please, though, if you want me to grade an assignment that you've done, don't just say, please grade my assignments I just did. Tell me the names of the assignments. Give me the label, the title, so I'm not looking all over my spreadsheet for grades to see what assignments you've done, because we've done quite a few. And you may have not completed all of them. So I'm looking up assignments that I'm not grading, and it's a waste of time. So if you're going to ask me to grade an assignment, And you need to do that if you have a 0. Grade an assignment. Just tell me the name of the assignment and I'll be all right. And please make those requests. I want everybody to get all the good grades that they deserve. I am going to say Vale right now to you, Vale te discipuli, and hope you have a very productive week. Vale te discipuli.